Alright guys, welcome back to some more Warno. It has been a while. I've got a fun little ranked game. This is my first game back after not playing for like 4 months. We're starting off with some first cav versus 157th. I'm here in blue. It's first cav, my opponent Sir Deplorable, hashtag US. In red over here is 157th on Mount River Jewel. Fun little game. You can definitely tell I'm a bit rusty, and it's definitely a bit slower to get back into stuff. But we're going to be doing a few videos of ranked games. I've got a few videos coming as well of like some older stuff which wasn't public before, which was just like a official Eugen deck rank challenge thing. There's about 6 or 7 videos of that, which will be coming out. The other games I'd played of that have unfortunately no longer compatible, so I can't record the replays. But I did do like 20 or so of those challenges, so I'll probably have to do those again at some point. But as you can see, I've got the Phantom coming out after SG25. I did feel like I overextended this a little bit, but I wasn't punished. Kano only has a few AA guns, nothing really big. Can hit back about against me there, and you can see on this side he's actually putting a fair amount of pressure on with these BTR 40s. I've got the PVEDs at 1 vet here, I've kept my Colt back to keep it alive, and I've got an M1 Abrams at 2 vet just sitting back here. I wanted a solid unit just to lock down this side of the map in case he did go for a strong push here, but my main focus was going to be on this side, pushing up through this zone, and the middle. I just kind of wanted to hold that. But you can see from my opponent, he's got a lot of reservists, reservitsy in here. He's got MP units with them, so they are going to be doing pretty well. Actually, over on this side, I've got my M3 ETAS, AJL, my Stingers, more Bradleys, but he's locked this down fairly well, and I am feeling the pressure here. Playing with my Abrams, I'm using it mobily, because it's got that 70% motion accuracy there, so I am just moving it about. Not too worried about attack moving. I smoke off because I don't want to get stuck in this position here and engaged from the side if he's got more stuff coming around there. So just smoke, pull back a little bit, trying to keep this alive as it's the main holding force for this flank. And I can keep moving with it, just that 7% motion actually is so good, as you can see. I've got a Phantom, which is just circling, protecting my heavier tanks. I've got Avenger and Stinger here. I've got 2 Avengers on this side. They are up vetted, and the PVEDs on this side. So no long range AA, which is why I've got the plane on patrol, just in case. In terms of troops we've got here, we've got a nice little mix of Bradleys, Cav Troops of the Dragons, and the M1 Abrams Command. ETAS, you see, is taking a hit, so I'm stalled out there with those units, which isn't ideal. Maybe could have rotated them round and put more pressure on this left-hand side. You can see this KS30 is absolutely smacking my troops. It's really nasty to deal with. That good stealth in that tree line, good range there, just being able to shoot in with that my HE and the 3 salvo length. It's pretty rough. My Bradleys are doing some nice supporting fire, Abrams as well. I'm slowly wearing these units down, and then I'm going to work to take this tree line over here. On this right hand side, I brought in a couple tow cobras just to help stabilize, make sure he doesn't push anything through, and I've got an M1 Abrams Command to cap the zone and also to reinforce this against any armoured pushes. Here's my little push across to that tree line on the left side. You can see using the Bradley at range to provide the fire support while the cavalry scouts pushes in. This cav troopers is pushing forwards along with this VAGL to provide the fire support. I've got my M1 Abrams and Bradley in a more defensive position here, having cover but still shooting in. This ATGM back here is in a really nice spot to cover this field. So Bradley's trying to push up closer, but it's tricky because I'm trying to push into these units, and they're great units, but the CV's here, the MP's here, so you've got a 2 vet infantry squad for 35 points with 8 HP. It's tough. It's a tough unit to deal with, especially with my Cav Troopers Dragon. It's the same price, and it's at 1 vet. 2 less men. It's only in the trees, not in the building. So yeah, bit of a tough time there. Rotate the Abrams around this side to provide some fire support, because I don't want to be pushing in against these ATGMs, which are causing me issues. As you can see, he's bringing in more units into the middle. Takeovers are engaging some units quite nicely on this side. We've managed to take out 2 of the T-54s just there, which is pretty good. Almost lost my Colt, but managed to pull it back in time. I've got another Bradley pushing up, just unload there and help secure that. Another recon unit coming forwards here, the big 10 HP Aero Scouts. I can get a bit more aggressive with my recon and hopefully kind of push up to here and get a good defensive position there. And this side's still pushing forwards. I've managed to take this tree line. Lost them cav troopers, unfortunately. You see my Bradley's doing some good work. Actually could have been a lot more aggressive here and really just pushed forwards with this, but it's hard to know if he had anything else in there, and the timing was probably right for more units to arrive. And as you can see, the ATGMs are coming. So this one's going to get into here, which is now covering this open bit of field. So both of these sides are covered with ATGMs. This one's coming into the mid here, and that's going to help provide even more cover here. So tricky situation, that is for sure. SG-25AT comes in to try and deal with the M2 Bradley. I do manage to pop the smoke, take a little bit of damage, it's not too bad. The Avenger gets 1 hit, gets the 2nd hit, but unfortunately won't be able to fire that 3rd shot, and it will make it out. I'm trying to get supplies over to these units, but that gets taken out by this ATGM, which has got into position. 60% actually now at 2 vet, so that's definitely a problem for me. I've rotated my tow cobras to the middle. I don't think there was much AA here, so just use these to try and get a little bit of fire support and ATGMs against the units hiding in these tree lines and buildings. That's really starting to help out. So Bradley got taken out, unfortunately, by that ATGM. As you can see, now that some of those units got taken out, I can push these Bradleys forwards so they can provide some fire support, but when it comes to that ATGM, it's going to be forcing me back. So yeah, got to pull back. These guys are pulling back, so they need to get resupplied. Over on this side, as you can see, I've managed to push my Aero Scouts up. These units are coming into a better position there. Supplies coming in to get these units up to full health. So for the middle, I've been stalled out for a while and I'm not happy with that situation, so I brought up a couple of CEVs. He's going to be able to put out a lot of damage quite quickly and help me deal with all these units in the buildings. So they're going to push up into this tree line here, and I'm building this attack force up. I've got some artillery on the way as well. See 2 of those units coming in. One's going to be mostly working on this left side here to deal with these ATGMs. One is going to be working in the middle to deal with the ATGMs in units over here. My artillery use in this game was pretty poor, actually. I should have been using them a lot more, but I guess that's part of trying to get back into the game again after a while. Is you kind of lose that initiative to do everything naturally. You have to really force yourself to think about stuff, which is just slower. So yeah, but we're slowly getting it back, slowly getting back into the rhythm. Got another 2 vet and 1 Abrams coming up here. It's such a nice unit at 2 vet. It does struggle against other tanks, which are kind of at its same weight class. Just because of that low pen, the 17 pen. But against lighter mediums and light tanks, it's very nice, and against IVs and other units as well. Just that mobility and accuracy. Not too much going on at the moment. I'm losing some units. The Akrana managed to take out Cav Dragons. It's a big 14-man squad, not surprised. Abrams unfortunately gets side shot there, which is pretty brutal. Managed to smoke it off, pull it back, push in the Bradley to kind of help cover it. But that's forced to smoke off as well. Do manage to pick up one of those UAZs which is pushing into room 4, so that M1 Abrams command, but then I'm pulling back away from the ATGMs. You can see how much issues they're causing me. Get quite aggressive with this, this Bradley deployment here. And really, what I should have done in this situation is getting some recon into this tree line. It would have helped me out so much, and I've got easy access to do that. Nothing's really going to force me back. So that's a mistake on my part. I had recon over here, but none really in the middle, and none over on this side there, and I definitely could have done. You can see the artillery is going now. Took out an ATGM there. This one over here is aiming for the tower to take out the ATGM here, and once that's taken out, I feel a lot better about trying to push in. Cav Scout's forced back, just trying to run away, but you can see the damage which is being put out by these units. It is brutal, and he's got the MP unit there as well. So all of these guys are performing pretty well. Abrams again trying to push forwards, but this T-55 AM1 is sitting back at the perfect range to be slinging these Bastion missiles. Not a lot of pen, I mean 18, but they're fast, they do suppression. So it can be rough. I'm pretty aggressive with the Bradleys here. This Phantom overextends. It's forced out by the Krugs. SU-15's coming after me. It's hit once. It is going to make it out. One of the Bradleys gets taken out. The infantry here is dead. So it's not in a great spot. This Cav Trooper's Dragon again trying to push into this resiliency. Not going to go well. He's going to get taken out. So you can see I'm bringing some more recon up, and my push is starting over here now as well. Got my infantry pushing across now that those the tanks are getting forced back. The cordless rifles in the buildings are getting got killed. So I can push these units forwards. He does start smoking me to stop my fire support. That's okay. I don't mind pushing forwards for it. It allows me to just slowly inch forwards and get a bit closer, which works for me. My tow cobras have been resupplied, so they're going to be pushing up in a moment. And the T-54B with its heat guns not going to be doing too much. It's going to struggle to kill any of the guys in one hit, so I don't mind pushing forwards towards it. It's not like a T-55. If I push too close, it's really going to fuck me up. I've got the room to be able to attack. You see even the Cav Scout's getting into range now. The CEV is stunning it. Here comes the tow cobras providing that fire support. HGM stunning that resiliency, which it did need. The attack is coming on nicely. We got the Phantom just patrolling in the back as well, just to provide a bit more cover for the tow cobras, but I'm feeling pretty aggressive with these. I haven't encountered any AA really yet. Zidji does start shooting at us now, and I don't really notice, which is unfortunate. I am going to lose one of these tow cobras. You can see he's starting to push his tanks and his HGMs over to attack my units here. Could have maybe done with a mortar to smoke off this like angle there. Blocked him from attacking my units from the side, but you see the damage my tow cobras are taking. Oh. Phantom gets taken out by the Krug. The second heli goes down as well, so Bradley lost too. It's a pretty brutal turn of events. Not ideal for me. I mean, you can see these AM1s, those fast HGMs. Look at the speed on that bad boy. He's doing some work. These MT Bradleys have only got the ITO, so we're not going to be doing a crazy amount of damage. This Cav Trooper's trying his best to kill this T-55. I've got my M1s which have rotated, my Bradley's rotated, so I'm trying to now flank his units that were flanking me. I have got some recon here now as well to help out. Vet 3 Abrams at the moment. 80-75 for the accuracy, it's just wild. Still misses. Of course it does. I'm using these Cav Troopers Dragons to get into this tree line, help secure that and protect this flank, which will keep him a bit more distance, which is a bit more manageable. And the Abrams pushing forwards now. They can tank a couple shots, so I don't mind that too much. But you can see my artillery isn't active here. It should have been going after some of these units, hitting these positions, which I'm just not. But now that I've kind of forced these units back on this flank, I feel safer to push on this side now. So again, I'm pushing up some more units there. I've got an Apache into the middle, providing fire support. I've taken over the zone, I just need a CV there. On this side, as you can see, in a fairly decent spot. Building up the forces on this side, I've got a bit more AA. Two beefy squads that are pushing in for the Abrams and Bradleys for fire support. SU-25 AT's coming in. Does manage to take out a CUV there, which is unfortunate. Stinger forces that back, which is good for me. The Apache's in a great spot here just to cut off the reinforcement roads with those Hellfires. So that's working nicely for me there. Aero Scouts and Bradley forcing that Resvedka back. And as you can see, it's going pretty well. Managing to take out these units now, I can push in. He's putting more smoke down to stop my Abrams, but I don't mind pushing around them. I know he hasn't got crazy AT, so I feel pretty safe doing that. This Bradley's in a decent spot here, but it's so stressed out it's going to really struggle to hit anything. Unfortunately, we do have the Apache here, so that is helping. As you can see, over on this side, TM1. Oh no, that was in the mid. T55AM1 went down. I get another Apache over here. And that's just going to help me deal with these units hiding there and provide a bit of fire support if needed. Again, keeping it back, keeping it safe. M1 Abrams pushing in the mid. Should be on a move order really, just to get that into the zone. He is still at a +1. Here comes the Apache. Now these guys are firing at me. So there go, rockets coming in against the Ukraina, Hellfire going in against the T55 AM1. Bam, side shot. Very nicely done. Recon heli goes down, Ukraina's dead. This zone's been taken. Pretty brutal turn of events really. Hellfire's going to open up again. I got an A10 AT coming in just to clear up a few units there. My Apache's just going wild. I know the Krugs are back here. They're not firing. They can't shoot at helis anyway, so I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Let's go. Let's see what we can find. I haven't got any rockets or Hellfires left, but I have got the gun, which is why I'm pushing so close. I've got a couple of recon drones coming in. The Phantom's going forwards as well to help cover the Apache. Managed to take out the T10K, and here comes the Apache now. No chance for you here, Krugs. The gun's just gonna get to work. I'd like to see. Takes out the two Krugs. T55AM1 is causing issues for us. That an SVT on the top of it, doing a lot of damage. I was trying to take out the Kraz as well, but I just pull away. I'm just trying to survive. I've just got Pave Tigers going over his lines now. He's really lacking the AA, so I can kind of get a view on everything and see what's going on. This Bradley's pushing forwards into a nice position there. Scout's pushing up. This Apache as well. It's in a bad spot to be engaging these units. I should really have lined it up with this road. And that would have been great. I could have put it in low altitude as well, and it could just fire. It's been safe from most AA. You see, it's still picking off a few vehicles which are pulling back there. But yeah, very secure in my position now. But yeah, nothing going on with this RT, and there should have been. This Abrams is just taking pot shots at the various units here. It's at 3 vet, so it's doing pretty well for itself. As you can see, Recon's pushing up and the Abrams command to help that out. But yeah, feel pretty good about everything at this point. Got a big Bradley force on the right, which is just going to help me push through here until I get to there. Because yeah, these guys are just going to pick off all of those units. The ETAS is going to be pushing up to here, and that's going to get me a nice view over onto this back road and sideshot anything which I need to. I really should have been trying to pull the Apache out maybe. It's in a tricky spot. Could have tried to go over the mid, but maybe around the flank would have been better, but he's found it, and the SU-15 is going to take that out. Phantom's coming in again, going after that SU-15. And then switch targets, because that's routed. The SU-25s are more bigger priority. So I managed to take that out. Could have maybe gone onto the back of the SU-15 again, but didn't micro that. Artillery's coming in, takes out the T-55 AM1. And yeah, that's the game. So yeah, first game back, not too shabby. Said Horrible, he's level 36, 171 hours in ranks. He's played a fair bit. You see, he's at 445, 52%. Yeah, 52% win rate. But you know, fair amount of games this season, 70 games. But it's a nice little victory there. First calf's fun. I think there's still some stuff to figure out with it. It's definitely got its struggles. But I've got a few games of it coming up, so we can see how I improve and change the deck up. That Apache though, look at that. Ooh. They can be nasty. But yeah, fun little game. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.